Yeah, I mean, really, honestly, sad and disappointed on how it ended, but still a great match so far. But yeah, I felt at the beginning of the third when I was serving, I start losing a little bit of strength on the left leg behind, so and definitely was going worse and worse. So I decided to stop. I think was the right decision to make, even if it was not what I wanted. And tomorrow I will do exams, and I will, of course, see and evaluate the situation.
Hey Lorenzo, bad luck here. Just that was obviously a really high quality 2 sets. I'm just curious how close do you feel to his level, and how tough is it to then end this way given how you are playing?
I think we both started really well, hitting the ball really well. I had to play probably my best level of the tournament, to stay there with him. I felt today, honestly, a step forward on my level. I felt closer to his level, and of course I maintain the high level that we showed for 2 hours or whatever. So really happy about that. That's a step forward, because the last 2 matches were a little bit, one way. So I felt that today I had my chances even to try to go 2 sets up. But of course, Carlos, he's playing really well. He's in a really great shape, and he deserved it, to go in the final.
Lorenzo, hi. How difficult is it to match or to stay with Carlos physically for such a long time? And those 2 sets were very intense. Is it extremely difficult to do that?
No, of course it's difficult. It's probably, I think, right now if not the toughest challenge in our sport, but one of them. And I have to say that he's really aggressive. So yeah, always have to stay there. And of course, physically with the one-handed backhand, it's not easy, to manage to deal with some players like Carlos or Yannick or others. So of course, physically for me was really intense, and at the end I was feeling this kind of problem. So definitely hard enough.
I just wondered as well, like mentally, how hard it is knowing when you're playing someone like him that even if you're playing close to your best level or hitting great shots, there's a chance that they're going to come back, and whether those 2 things combine as well to add to the stress that you may have felt out there.
I mean, that's what champions do, and of course I knew it even before stepping on court that I had to play probably the best match of my career so far, and for part of it I was doing a great job, I would say, and I was there physically, technically, mentally. I think I was playing right. He was sometimes he wanted to be really aggressive, especially on the return side, and I said really good today. So at the end, if I have to analyze those 2 sets, they were a really great sets. And of course, the third one and let's say the last 2 games, there were of course, no chance, to play at his level with this problem. So it was an unlucky situation. But of course, as I said in the first question, I think at the end probably he had more than me.
Hello, Lorenzo, on your right. Just back at your injury, just wanted to know if it was, if you felt something on a race or an action, something like this, and it's something to to have a pain. It's another thing to understand that you have to retire. When the retirement was in your head as a possibility? Very early or later on?
No, I start to feel like at the beginning of the fourth that I couldn't go for the rallies, and I could not move like I was doing before, and there was too much risk, to take to go forward and to be able to, of course, show something even for the crowd. And honestly, I felt that was from a serve. I felt something, so I started from that, and then I called the physio, medical, and then after that I started to think about it more, and I started to feel it that was going worse and worse.
Hi, Lorenzo. So you've played Carlos now 3 times across the clay season.
Yeah.
How would you say your understanding of the matchup and what you need to do in the matchup has developed and improved over those 3 matches?
No, I think today that's probably the best match of these 3 matches that we played. I think today I was playing in the right way, and he was struggling sometimes. He wanted to be really aggressive, but sometimes was of course missing. And I took my chances. I served better than the other two matches, and I felt that I had chances also on the second set. So I think I was close. I was the closest in between the 3 matches that we played.
Hi, Lorenzo.
Hi.
You mentioned you're going to have exams tomorrow planned.
Yeah.
Do you already have your eyes on Wimbledon, or is it too early to say for you?
No, it's too early to say. Of course, in program, it's next tournament is Queens, and then of course Wimbledon. But of course we're gonna evaluate tomorrow what the exam will say, and we're gonna of course update you guys and take a decision for what's next.